Archeology is a feature coming in Minecraft 1.20, but unless you actually want to go hunting for pottery shards or the other useless items that archaeology gives, in my opinion, archaeology is a bit underwhelming. The only use archaeology has for me is probably getting one of each pottery shard, because I don't see you using more than one pot unless you obviously know you're going to use them. Then you can go hunting for them. There's no way to duplicate the pottery shards. Once you've actually dug out a structure and you've got all the actual sand or suspicious sand from that structure, you then have to go exploring for more, which on multiplayer servers, that is not going to be something that a lot of players can do, because eventually you're going to cover a lot of the world, and then you're either going to have the server owner prune the world, or you're not going to be able to get any more pottery shards from that world. This isn't actually what the video is about. I've literally just thought of this, but it'd be so good if you could actually like duplicate the pottery shards with the shard that you want to duplicate in the center, and then 4 bricks around the outside, and that would then give you 2 for the actual one. This is obviously like the smithing templates, but using the shards instead. Quickly, before we jump into what the video is actually meant to be about, I have just made a data pack. You can download this data pack right now on Planet Minecraft, and this basically does the duplication of pottery shards. This is very useful for servers where you have a limited world border, or if you just are not the exploring type and you'd rather explore one and then just get infinite, you can now duplicate pottery shards. It does cost 4 brick and 1 pottery shard, so you at least need to find one of the type you want. But as you can see, you can then put one of the type in, and you get 2 in return. So you can do this with any pottery shard, as you can see. The data pack currently works in snapshot 23W18A plus, so anything after that, it don't work in anything before that due to the actual name of pottery shard. Before we carry on with this video, I do quickly just want to say, if you want to play Minecraft, especially with 1.20 around the corner with friends on a server, you can actually check out Winternode. Winternode will be linked in the description. There are a load of different packages you can get for all different prices and all different settings for the actual server. If this is your first time using Winternode, you can get a trial for a 6 gig server for 48 hours for free. But if you use code BELGI when checking out in Winternode, you can actually get 25% off your first month. So with 1.20 just around the corner, if you want to play with friends, then check them out. They will be linked in the description. And let's now jump straight back to the video. Now, the real reason for this actual video is I have got a data pack on the world, which makes it so suspicious sand and suspicious gravel have a bit more of a use to them. Now, you still can't pick them up. If you go hunting for them, they do not drop anything, and if you obviously break them, you'll lose the item inside of them. What this data pack basically does is you throw any item onto the floor, and then you either place your sand or your gravel onto the block. As you can see, this is now suspicious sand, but I can now dig up the netherite chest piece, and this is so useful. This should be in the vanilla game, but as you can see, if I do it with a netherite block, put the suspicious gravel on, and then as you can see, we are now digging up the netherite block. Now, one thing to note, this is exactly like suspicious sand and gravel. If you actually break the block in survival mode, you do lose the item you put inside of it. So you want to make sure you don't break them. But this is going to be good, not only for decoration. Now, another thing, there is no way to physically display the item, so you can't like dig the crafting table up halfway and then leave it, because over time the crafting table will go back into the suspicious sand. So this is no way to have like visually shown items on the floor, but this can be used for mini games. You can create some sort of like, you have a pile of suspicious sand and a pile of suspicious gravel on a server. You could have like a load of them with junk items, and then one of them with like, I don't know, a netherite chest piece. And you can say that everyone pays 1 diamond to dig 1 block, and they have a chance to obviously get a scrappy item, in this case stone bricks, or a good item, in this case a netherite chest piece. This is not only good for minigames, it's also good for things like treasure hunts, so you can have like a map leading to a pile of suspicious gravel or suspicious sand, but you can also use it around your base to store items. Now, the other good thing about this data pack is you can put like more than one item. So for example, let's put a full stack of stripped jungle logs. So if I throw 63 there and put that like that, as you can see, we are now going to dig out the 63. I think. Only visually 27. Where's the other ones gone? Okay, we've lost some. Let's quickly just try that again. So that's 64 cherry logs. If I now dig this out, it only visually shows 1. But if I now get it, yeah, okay, you do lose some, it seems. It could be because I'm in an older snapshot, so that could be why. But you do lose some if you throw a whole stack in. So I wouldn't recommend that just yet. I expect the actual data pack owner, the person who made the data pack, to fix that when 1.20 is fully released. But I think this is a data pack I'm going to have on most worlds I use, just because I think I've mentioned this quite a few times, and I do apologize for anyone who has seen me mention it before, mention it again. But I just think this is a feature Minecraft needed in vanilla, and I'm so happy that a data pack has actually made it happen. Now, this is a data pack, not a mod, so technically you can put it on any world. You do not need Forge or Fabric to run it, and you can put any item inside of it, even items that are not obtainable. So reinforced deep slate, you can also put, let's say, bedrock, for example. Now, one thing I haven't tried, what if we was to put a shulker box filled with items? How does that work? So as you can see, we have a shulker box right here with a load of random items and blocks. I want to see what happens if I actually put a suspicious gravel or sand on the shulker box. Can you not put shulker box inside of them, or was that because it weren't on a... Okay, you can. So now let's dig it out. Are we going to get the shulker box back with the data it had? It does. Okay, that's really useful, because you can then, instead of having singular items, you can make a minigame using shulker box full of items. Another way this could be useful is you could actually go to desert temples, ocean ruins, and you can troll your server mates. If you're on the server, you can dig out all the actual sand and gravel and then place it back with like scrap items. For example, we could dig this one away, get the item for ourselves, and then once we have that item, we can then just throw a piece of block there. Then someone else who comes to dig this out will literally just get a stone brick instead of the actual prize pottery shard that we got. There are so many uses for this. The data pack will be linked in the description, so if you do want to download it, then you definitely can. You can even put things like player heads and mob skulls in, so you can do some kind of treasure hunt using it. As you can see, we have the pigling head right here. That's the end of this video. I did just want to upload this because I was looking for data packs for the next 5 best data packs. And I found this, and I thought it was a data pack I definitely needed to cover, especially because this is a feature that I really think should be in vanilla. But I guess if you did enjoy this video, do leave a like and subscribe. Once again, the data pack will be linked in the description, so if you do want to download it, then you can. Currently, I don't think it works in the newer versions, but I'm guessing when 1.20 is fully released, the actual data pack owner, or the maker of the data pack, will update it, hopefully. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.